So Congressman Eric Swalwell just sued Donald Trump for launching the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. And when you read these 65 pages, it sure looks like Donald Trump is going to end up on the losing end of this lawsuit. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So let's have a look at this little slice of justice right here. Congressman Eric Swalwell, a victim of the January 6th insurrection, just sued Donald Trump, Don Jr., Congressman Mo Brooks, and Rudy Giuliani for organizing and launching the attack on the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. I recommend you give Congressman Swalwell's lawsuit a read. It's 65 pages long. It sounds long, but it's a quick read, and it's a good read. It sets out powerfully, some might even say irrefutably, how Donald Trump planned, organized, and orchestrated the Stop the Rally steal, and how it was fueled entirely by fraud. It then sets out powerfully, some might say irrefutably, how on January 6th, Donald Trump, Don Jr., Mo Brooks, and Rudy Giuliani whipped the crowd up into a violent frenzy and then set that angry mob on the Capitol. We all know the facts by now. We saw the hate rally that morning. We heard the rhetoric. We saw Donald Trump's supporters attack the U.S. Capitol. I want to talk about just one legal aspect of Congressman Swalwell's lawsuit. So it sets out 9 separate counts, 9 reasons why Donald Trump should lose the lawsuit and be made to pay damages. So this is a civil suit. These aren't criminal charges. And if Donald Trump loses, after reviewing the 65 pages that constitute that lawsuit, I might even say when Donald Trump loses, he will be made to pay damages. So, as I say, there are 9 counts, and I'm not going to go through them all. Let me tell you what a few of them are, and then I want to focus on one count in particular to highlight why this is such a strong legal suit that's just been filed by Congressman Swalwell. So, some of the 9 counts include things like conspiracy to violate civil rights by interfering with official duties, neglect to prevent interference with civil rights, negligence per se by inciting a riot, negligence per se by inciting disorderly conduct, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and there are some others. But I want to focus on just one, the lead count, count number 1. Count number 1 is brought under a particular federal code section. As I say, it's a civil statute, not a criminal law, but it's section 42, United States Code 1985. These are what's called 1985 violations. And here is how that federal statute reads. It's a violation of this section if 2 or more persons conspire to do any of the following. And then there are 5 things listed, and they're short. I don't want to bog us down in legalese, so I'm going to read all 5. And if Donald Trump violated just one, he would be guilty. He would lose. He would have to pay. He violated all 5. Here they are. A, if 2 or more people prevent by force, intimidation, or threat any person from accepting or holding any office under the United States. Well, what did he do? He sent his angry mob to stop what was going on in that building and to prevent Joe Biden and Kamala Harris from holding office. So under Section A, guilty, Donald Trump loses. Subsection B, if he prevented an official by force, intimidation, or threat from discharging any of their duties. he'd be guilty. He'd lose under subsection B because he prevented by force and threat all of the members of Congress and the vice president from executing their official duties that day. Let's have a look at subsection C. If he induces any officer of the United States to leave any state, district, or place where his duties as an officer are required to be performed. Well, yeah, he did force them to leave the place where their duties were required to be performed. Everybody had to be hustled out of the U.S. Capitol for their safety. Vice President Pence had to be spirited away so they wouldn't, hang him as they were chanting they wanted to do. Under subsection C, Donald Trump's guilty. Donald Trump loses. Let's have a look at D. If he injured an official in their person or property on account of them performing their lawful duties. Check. And then E, the fifth section, if you injure the property of an official so as to hinder or impede them in discharging their official duties. Yeah, I think he injured the property of, Nancy Pelosi. Did you see what Donald Trump's angry mob did to her office? So when you go through the facts as set out in Congressman Swalwell's lawsuit and the law as it's set out in the 9 counts that Donald Trump is alleged to have violated, Donald Trump's conduct is a virtual who's who of 1985 violations. And he and Don Jr. and Mo Brooks and Rudy Giuliani are going to be on the losing end of this lawsuit, I predict. And for them, justice will come. And justice matters. As always, folks, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.